Cool.
Go for it.
Yeah, so first thing is congratulations on pulling yourself out of depression. Not an easy thing to do, losing the weight and all of that. So I think that's really cool. I think worth congratulating you for, in case you're not congratulating yourself for it. In terms of relationships, I think that it's totally reasonable to grow apart from people, and I don't think that actually reflects poorly on you or them necessarily. I think that people could be great for a certain period of your life, and then as you grow and change and they grow and change too, you guys are no longer great for each other. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that invalidates what you had, and I also don't think you have a responsibility to maintain that relationship just to honor what you did have. So like, I had a best friend from literally 6 months old till 13 or 14, was my absolute favorite person in the world. We haven't talked in over a decade, and that doesn't mean that I didn't love them then, and it doesn't mean that I don't wish them well now. It just means that I'm in California running my business, doing my thing, and Charlie and I make a lot more sense to hang out together at this point than me and that guy who's a lawyer in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean anything beyond the fact that, today we aren't a good match for each other.
Yeah. The one we answered these questions before, so I find myself repeating myself. Yeah. The most important thing I could say, I've absolutely grown apart from people at various times in my life. I think there's two things to keep in mind. One is that the quality of a relationship, similar to what you said, isn't determined by its duration. I think people have long relationships, sometimes long marriages, that are fraught with problems and, quite frankly, would have been improved by ending years earlier. The quality of a relationship is the love and the care that you have while you guys are in that kind of a relationship. And the second thing is that one of the best ways to filter out who is appropriate and who isn't going forward is to extend an invitation to the type of activities that you feel are more on the wavelength of you now. So if you're exercising more, you're taking more walks, and you're playing fewer video games, whatever it is, that invitation might be open to all of these people. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, the type of person that's going to do that is going to enjoy the walk, have a good time, and be a good conversation partner. The type of person who feels obligated and maybe shows up and complains the whole time, they won't come a second or third or fourth time. And you and I found this when we moved to Brazil. We invited everyone, including who at the time, and still is one of our very, very closest friends, but he was like the third best friend.
Me, you, and him were a package.
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to move to Brazil. He didn't want to start a business. And that's okay. We're still close. Yeah. Just lived different lives.
Yeah. And who did want to come was
random acquaintances.
Random acquaintances.
Know as well. Yeah.
And who are now super close.
Yeah.
So that's what I would allow to happen is move in the direction of the activities that speak to you. Invite people to those activities, and it'll help you to continue to move forward, take who is appropriate, and stay close, and let the other people go at their own path and do their own thing.
Yeah, and I guess one other thing is I would say that don't assume that a no to an activity means I hate you. Mm-hmm. So when they invite you to whatever your activities were in that depressed period of your life, and they no longer appeal to you because you think they'll bring you back to a bad mental place. You saying no does not mean no, I hate you. It means no, I don't want to do that thing. Mm-hmm. And if you invite them to go rock climbing or whatever it might be, and they say no, I don't want to do that, that's not them saying no, I hate you now that you've changed. They're just saying no, I don't want to rock climb.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And just do the activities that make you feel mentally healthy and happy with people who want to do the same things as you. Mm-hmm. That's going to keep you on this virtuous cycle you've been on.
Yeah. And so what happens, and if you do this and you maintain this flexibility and openness to like, okay, this is my rock climbing buddy, but we can get dinner once a week. Like, people will float to the appropriate place in your life as long as you remain open and the invitation is extended a handful of times. So now we have, friends that we used to be super close with that didn't want to live in California, but come out and visit us every now and then.
Yeah.
And we have friends that live in California who don't want to do the same things we want to do, but like to come over, hang out on the roof every now and then. So like, find your roof buddy, your surf buddy, your video game buddy, your lifting buddy, or this, that, and the other thing. And people will hit the right spot as long as you're keeping the invitation open.
That's a great point. Like, friendships aren't all or nothing. Mm-hmm. I was in the car today. I called my closest friend from college, who I speak to once every 4 months now. But that's okay. It's okay that we went from seeing each other every day to talking 3 times a year.
He's your car call buddy.
Exactly. It doesn't mean we hate each other, and it doesn't mean we should change or do things we don't want to do to try to force us to be what we used to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. What's up? What's next? Hope that you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more like this and have us do more podcasts, we are 100% funded by our generous patrons. And if you'd like to contribute, there's a link in the description, and we'll have one pop up on the screen right here so that we can do more podcasts where we have fun conversations and hopefully some deep ones like this. Either way, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.